broadband is in a full in a populated area like this? Chat, shut up.
Homeland Security, we saw ICE agents, but they have mostly focused on just the one building. And now, as they leave, we're starting to see more tear gas. It looks like fireworks. So the crowd is continuing to engage with the officers who are very methodically starting to leave the area. And it does sound like we're having a hard time communicating with Carlos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to point out to here, our screen there on the right and Carlos's shot are both live. But what we want to point out here is how these officers are now leaving. The ATF officers are very slowly moving, and you notice that some on the ground are trying to get people to move out of the way. We have a piece of video that showed the men as they were departing with some of the people that had been detained in those vans. It was a very different scene. You can see the people.
Holy shit, this is fucking madness, dude. Jesus Christ. The Gestapo is out and about.
And they put them,
especially where in LA is this? Is downtown Los Angeles. Downtown Los Angeles. This is a crazy place to do this because California is a state that has a shit ton of immigrants in it and a shit ton of undocumented immigrants in it as well. And it's supposed to be a sanctuary state. And Los Angeles is supposed to be a sanctuary city. So not only will the people of Los Angeles not fuck around with this, and they'll definitely get very, very mad about this, but also on top of that, like the state government and the local government is supposed to protect these people.
In these vans, and as these officers, these authorities started to leave, it was a very strange sight to see. They started to leave, and there were people who were protesting to keep these vans from getting out. And the video seen here is deeply troubling because these officers, look, there's that person. Officers.
What the fuck?
Stay on the sidewalk.
Earlier today, Stephen Miller let out a notice to ICE and Homeland Security and Customs and Border Patrol to 5x their apprehension numbers, by the way. This is the result of that. They want to 5x the number of apprehensions. And obviously because all of the actual fucking criminal migrants were already being prosecuted by the previous administration, as I told you, the only people that they can actually get are non-criminal migrants that are waiting for asylum. And another way to try and boost those numbers and continue mass deportations is trying to have people with asylum cases that are already on the court docket come into the courts and then apprehend them at the hallways of the courts. Like, they bring people in and they're like, oh, here's your regular fucking court order date. And they go into the court, they talk to the judge, they walk outside and they get apprehended. They're honeypotting people who are lawfully cooperating with the federal government. They did this with Mohsen Moussaoui as well, if you remember, where he was a green card holder who went into a naturalization ceremony where they fucking kidnapped him. So he wasn't even like an undocumented migrant and an asylum seeker with like the proper documentation waiting for his application to be fulfilled, which again is legal. Just so you understand, those people are legally working on U.S. soil. These are people that are more often than not legally working on U.S. soil. They have a court date. They're waiting for their documentation to clear. They're not like illegally crossing the border and then hiding from the authorities. These are people who are collaborating with the authorities and going through the lawful process of getting complete permanent legal status. In response to the claims of immigrants detained in the basement of a federal building in LA after their ICE check-in, a DHS spokesperson has issued the following statement. Those arrested had executable final orders of removal by an immigration judge and had not complied with that order.